boy.
So
we are right back in.
We are right back in. This is the artist studio. His name's Arthur. He is dead. He did not disappear. Spoiler alert, he actually died.
Oh, okay. So he's not one of the 6?
He's not one of the 6 people that...
6?
Vanished.
Okay, 6. Alright. So what are we doing in his studio?
Farting around.
Is there anything of relevance within his studio?
Well, it has probably the best scare of the game.
Oh.
Which is this one.
Where?
Dude,
again,
I understand, but it totally did freak me out the first time that happened.
Well, yeah. Did you play it when you were like 10?
Yes.
Yeah, that would explain it. Again, I'm coming back to like Newgrounds Flash adventure games.
I'll be the first to admit that this is not a very high quality game.
It was like the floating JPEG that just suddenly pop scares.
At least that one, it wasn't just a floating JPEG that pop scared. It was like behind a thing, right?
It was close enough. Come on.
Well, it got me when I first played, so you know.
Yeah. Alright. So are we actually like looking... Oh wow, Arthur with an E.
In his Magic Lemon ink, which is like this great big spoiler of that the piece of paper that we just picked up might be able to be set on fire so we can read it.
We have to actually burn the newspaper.
We toast it.
Yeah, like I said, there's the very strict cooking regimen for the papers. So it's a very loud fire.
It is. I'm turning it off now. So that gave us the 4 of the like symbol names as given to each person because Georgeman gave a piece to each person right before they vanished.
Okay.
Spoiler.
I don't think we need to worry about spoiling. Oh my god.
No, this is just talking about alchemy. This is doing is establishing that Crabtree really got into alchemy. That's literally all that it shows. It's fine.
Well, you can't fault them for not like putting in lore
effort
and information. Oh my dear.
So yeah, he's like asking the British Museum about alchemy. I love this puzzle because I haven't found like the thing that gives away. I haven't found the thing that gives away the 2 on the left, the left and right, just the middle. So I put in the middle one and play with the left one, and it opens.
So is that like Henry V, Elizabeth I, and
Henry the 8th, or the one on the left is someone the 8th.
Who's a famous the 8th?
Probably Henry as well.
But that would be lazy.
Shush. Okay, so...
And these guys were not lazy in their documentation.
They did a pretty good job. Like, they did put in a lot of effort. Okay, so this is the worst puzzle of the game. See, remember how we found, like, half the picture in the bathroom downstairs and half the picture in that portraits box?
No.
Okay, so we found the 2 halves of the picture that tell us where we're supposed to put these things. But, well, the game is too sensitive about it.
You have to... It's a pixel hunting puzzle.
With 4 pieces.
Got
it.
Oh, man. One of the lyrics is missing.
Nemesis.
Incomplete.
One thing that was in that box was that the creature like ate one of the lyrics and symbols, so he used alchemy to find it again.
Right. Oh.
So that happened.
Well, I'm sure viewers will be just enthralled to know that this game was published by a company called The Adventure Company.
Oh, I've heard of them. Weren't they directly related to a certain Team Cryo?
They were formerly a division of Dreamcatcher Interactive. And as we know from Beyond Atlantis, Dreamcatcher Interactive had a very long history with Cryo Interactive.
Oh man, doesn't it just not explain so much? Here's that kid who was talking to us. Timothy Pike.
Was there a date on that paper?
I missed it, but it was like just before everything went horribly wrong and the other people disappeared.
Okay. So we are.
I am so sorry.
More...
I'm so sorry for what I'm about to do. Because I completely forgot about this incredibly annoying quotation mark scare question mark.
Is it another JPEG pop scare?
No. It is an alarm ringing and it won't go away and it's so loud. Why?
Did you at least turn it down?
I did, actually.
Am I still gonna have to turn it down anyway?
Well, no, like, it's going right now.
Oh.
This is just so annoying when you're playing the game.
That's not really a scare.
It scared me because it just kept getting louder and louder for like a half minute.
Well, you're just adding noise to it, like by turning on that metronome and everything. Come on.
But I have to turn on the metronome to view these ghost papers. Okay, are you ready for the stupidest trumpet? Okay. It says needs practice. You do not need practice to do knees up Mother Brown. You do not need practice for that.
Well, I mean, I don't know. Like, I've seen people try to play instruments when they've literally never held an instrument before in their life. And it doesn't end well.
But ostensibly, Betty... Oh yeah, that was the room with Betty, by the way. She's ostensibly a great musician. You know, she hosts a music thing.
Yeah, that might be a bit of a problem. So, more real-life pictures.
Yeah, there's Betty, there's Edith. So, for anyone who didn't catch it because they weren't reading the notes, Edith is the landlady and Betty is her lovely daughter. And Frank is the husband.
So lovely.
He did not disappear. He's like the only one who didn't.
Okay, are any of these characters actually, like, present in the game, though?
Well, they have disembodied voices.
I don't think that is exactly what I meant.
In that case, no. No, they are not.
So we're literally just... We're again, fiddling around.
I happen to know what the Ghost's favorite song is. It was... Betty mentioned it in her room, like 1 room ago. So I turned on her favorite music, and this happened.
Oh my... Ixiom.
Indeed, Ixiom.
Oh, and that's the name of that. Oh. And suddenly the picture's just back on the wall.
Loves.
So many notes. Oh my goodness.
Most of them don't. Well, a lot of them are just flavor text that don't matter, and like they're clearly flavor text. Like that one's just just a piece of paper on Edith's wall saying how good Edith's event was.
What? Why would you put so much effort into the lore and just like it all comes back to Cryo, man. It all comes back to Cryo.
Okay, so I cheated, by the way, and like I'm not supposed to know that these numbers are here, but now I do now, so I just picked them up. I'll point out where we need those later. But so yeah, there's those numbers. So I was just writing them down.
Yeah.
And they are a key to getting to the end of the game. Now, remember how Nigel was saying that he left the key in a teapot?
A silver teapot, yeah.
Did you see that teapot?
One right there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But first, let me look at these cards.
How do we get to the teapot?
We turn right.
Okay. So it's not a a complicated procedure.
No, in fact, I didn't actually call Nigel the first time I played the game and just found the key just by looking around.
Stumbled upon progress.
To be fair, this game is not really heavy on like locked progress. You can do almost everything right away. Most of it like by accident.
Wait, which brings me back to the central problem I have with this type of adventure game.
And to be fair, this is a very, very egregious offender. Oh jeez.
Just why? Why would you let them do
Okay, so
everything?
I just turned on the water to the first floor.
Uh-huh.
You need to do this to find a symbol, and when you find out how that works, you will die of brain.
I've already...
Alright, this will also make you die of brain.
Exemplified by the fact that I can't finish that sentence in any sort of meaningful way.
So let's pick this lock with a screwdriver. There's no indication how to do this at all. Like,
that's not how it works. You can't just pry it open with a screwdriver.
No. To pick it open, you have to pick it to the left, right, up, right, and down left, and then it will open like that.
Just use the Konami code. Surely that'll work.
Well, no, that's the only one I can get.
The worlds.
That's the only one that works. That's the only lock-picking method that works. You just have to guess it. So here's George Crabtree leaving his like last words before he tries and totally fails to take care of the big evil in his basement.
Uh-huh.
But at least he leaves a symbol behind.
Funny enough, the War of the Worlds is kind of the only Wells like novella I've read that I actually enjoyed. The Time Machine was all right, but the other ones that I've read, I really don't like his style.
I need to really read some Wells. Okay, so this is really annoying because...
Oh my god,
Caps
you have
lock.
to use text as well.
Okay, so I say hello to the spirit in the Ouija board, but the problem is I have no idea. Like, hello, he says yes. It's like, what's your name? And he says Thomas. But I have no idea what else to say to him.
It's a Ouija board.
Like, Thomas. Yeah, it's Thomas. But, like, what do I ask next? Everything I've ever tried after this reveals nothing. So it's like, I'm sure this is like a hint system, but you have to know exactly what to say to it.
So it's a superfluous Ouija board.
Yeah, basically. A lot of the game is superfluous. Like that slot machine. And what's annoying is that later you like find a thing on like a Ouija board tips, and just none of them are very useful. And they turn out not to need it anyways, so I really don't understand why it's in there.
It's because they spent like all of their budget on building lore and environment design, and then
I don't like how close we are to this picture.
We have to get a really good look at this guy. He's so important.
We don't even know his name.
Yeah, they spent like all of their budget on the lore and environment design and just like completely flopped at writing the plot and giving any sort of prompts for the player to... Oh no, not that music sting again.
Well, we're about to enter a place where we get wub wub instead.
Ah.
Not dubstep, just wub.
Well, fortunately, you could buy the Darkfall soundtrack on the Darkling Room's official website.
Ta-ta-ta!
Yeah. Don't you just want these, like, amazing sounds in your ears all the time?
There's Polly! Hi, Polly. Hi, Nigel.
Oh my god.
Nigel making a face that I would make.
Yeah?
Here's Polly's last words.
Nigel is such
I'm leaving this message, just in case.
Such a jokester.
Something terrible is happening in this hotel. Nigel is gone. I don't know where. He was behind me, and then, well, he's gone. Read my journal, if you haven't already. We should never have come here. We were not prepared. We discovered something using the thermoscanner. I've written the settings in a safe place. Upstairs, in the bathroom, find them.
Yeah, I got those
We've sealed
already.
the chamber back up, but it's only temporary. If you find the settings, you may gain access and perhaps find Nigel. Please, God, let him be alright.
He's not
I
alright,
cannot
by the way.
connect either online or by phone.
Well,
I have to venture beyond this room. I think it's
can I
gone.
spoil the
It was
spoiler?
outside
Yeah.
the door. Now is the time to make a move.
I'll wait until
Wish
after
me luck.
this tape.
And then she opened the door, because you should always open the door when there's an evil crawling through it.
Yeah.
Whoops.
Yeah, so to spoil the spoiler, there are a series of games called the Lost Crown, and apparently, though there's no way to buy it that I have found, followed by the Last Crown, but the Lost Crown has Nigel of Darkfall fame as one of the primary characters in it, so
And for that reason, I need to have it.
yeah, you can buy the Last Crown on Darkling Room's official website as well. So it's like $5.
Awesome. Okay, so that
But,
the first, like the top right note there, Nigel says that he named the password after the only thing on the takeout menu he liked. Just so that you're aware for what happens in about 3 minutes.
Patent Industries. Oh my god, they have an Omega sign.
And they left behind their goggles. We'll need those.
Of course we will. It's an adventure game. You pick up everything.
Okay, so now we're about to enter the massive info dump. So if any viewers are like interested, this is like ultimate pause time. But no, you don't have to worry about it. The only thing that we learn from it all that matters is that Polly and Nigel have like actually are the ones who went and broke everything. Like they're the ones who
Good
broke
job.
it. Well, they have a lot of interesting stuff. Like they have like Polly put in like a full bio of every single person who disappeared, and they like give some clues of where to go next to learn more.
Like top marks for how much just like lore and information they put into this game. It's just a shame that they have put it in the way that they did, and in the game that they did. Oh boy.
Yeah, so basically this game is for like the moderately more popular Scratches. I'm sure some of our viewers have heard of that because it's written by the same guy.
I've heard of that, but I don't remember where I've heard of it from.
It is a haunted house adventure game with lots and lots of really cool lore, and it's just not scary. It's just not scary. Not until the very, very good last scene. I very much like the last scene, but that's like it.
That sounds not unlike this right now.
Although this one doesn't have a last scene to redeem it. Like, it has a last scene, but it's not a very good one.
So this one just kind of peters out unsatisfactorily.
Well, no, it does have a satisfactory quotation marks ending.
See, I'm not taking that seriously as implying that the end is going to be satisfying. I don't believe you.
Well, sorry. It
Also,
answers everything. Quotation marks.
This UI is very much reminding me of like Windows 98.
Oh, that was the main OS at the time when they made this, I think.
Yeah. Again, very loud.
Yeah, I don't like that part either. I like they have the magic like zoom in function that's in every CSI episode.
Yeah, zoom and enhance. Because that's how pictures work.
Well, it is called image cleaner, so that makes it totally normal, right? But I like how they have stuff like floating chairs and like the flying pictures and stuff, but all we get in the game is like the lights turn off and something loud happens in our ear.
and a picture falls to the ground.
And like, see, it says Elizabeth the First portrait, so that's like our clue to open that puzzle box upstairs.
Yeah,
the one that I opened like by accident.
I knew that it was Elizabeth the First. Ha ha. Zoom and enhance that man's face.
Oh, Nigel Danvers. And then like here's like all the
goodness.
You're right, there actually is like 7 people who disappeared, but only 6 of them are reported on because I don't think anyone counts Thomas Callum because he was quotation marks not there.
Right.
So yeah, here's Gloria Grable. No pictures. No one knows anything about her. Spoiler alert: she's a bank robber. Yeah, just yeah.
I mean, okay. Fair enough.
Poor Andrew Verney. He just liked the hotel. He never wanted to get eaten alive. Oh, spoiler alert.
Registered to Nigel Danvers.
I have no idea why this is here.
What?
It doesn't tell us anything. Like, you can look up the maps, but it doesn't tell you anything.
Right. And wait, what? So one of those was registered to Nigel, and the other one's registered to Polly.
Yeah, they both use this.
Oh my god!
This is your hint of how to play Knees Up Mother Brown. By the way, was that webpage?
Oh my god!
Okay, so you'll be happy to know I didn't. There's like some stuff here on like the various ghost stuff, and then there's an entire like 15-minute interview with Polly on the radio that I did not play because if you desperately need to hear that radio interview, you can buy the game yourself.
All right, so I noticed that there's an enter site address here.
It doesn't work.
Oh, that's a shame.
And like I told you off camera, like this game is bad and that like tells you the same thing over and over in like different ways, just in case you miss it the other 5 ways they tell it. Like, for instance, this next webpage we're going to look at is like, here's some information on the disappearance of Matilda Fly, which we understood she disappeared like 6 different other places. The only point of this webpage is to point out that Matilda Fly disappeared.
That's wow.
Well, yeah, they
that
have
header though.
They also have like 5 stories in total, just because more.
That okay. 20th, the T in that 20th should not be capitalized.
It's all right.
The drop shadow was just fantastic. Like that's so 90s kitsch.
This is just here because lol web browser.
Theseeker.pagan.
Theseeker.pagan.org.
I don't...
Happy Easter, everyone.
So what are we actually...
Like... pagan Christian holiday.
Well, yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. And now you're the one dating the video. Good job.
We'll get these posted up a lot faster than the last one. It's fine.
Okay, so what information are we actually getting from this elaborate computer system?
I haven't picked up the ElecMag tracker. That's okay. That one, it's not very useful. But the goggles, it told us that like it detects electromagnetic residue from like long ago, which will be useful for seeing it deep into the past.
I want to believe.
Okay, so I mentioned that he named the password. That's the only thing on this menu that didn't suck.
God.
So, yes, this means that we're going to call the Dragon Inn Eatery on the phone right now.
Well, I mean, in fairness, usually in horror stories, the phones just don't work at all.
This one you can place calls outwards. Although I tried my own phone number and it just didn't work for some reason.
Hopefully you didn't catch that on film.
Good evening.
I did not.
Welcome to Dragon Inn. The best takeaway Chinese food this side of Dorchester.
It's automated.
This is an automated service. Please hold the line while we check your number.
Okay, so that is without a doubt one of the creepiest automated answering machines I've ever heard.
So this is the true biggest scare of the game?
Order.
Yeah.
Please press the star key twice for yes, or press 1 to make a new order. Your usual order is number 15.
There we go, number 15.
You have now ordered number 15.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, we're just going to do the delivery man.
We close at 11:30 p.m. You are too late.
Aw, but I wanted to offer the delivery man a sacrifice to save myself. So that, number 15 is Chicky Chow. That's the password.
Chicky Chow. Oh my god.
Chicky Chow. When I can spell it right.
So now we're into the other computer.
Yes.
Are we going to get more useful information out of this one?
Kind of.
Is this a map of the hotel?
Well, it's showing where all the cameras are, yes. Like I changed cameras and it like moves to a different part of the map showing where it is. And I do kind of like, if you do watch the like feeds in the later ones, you'll suddenly see things change.
Yeah.
Or like here you can see like the ghost molecules floating around.
Well, yeah. In any good horror game, this would be like prime time for spooks to appear on the cameras. Just like quick flashes of like things that you almost just barely see.
And the game tries. Like, did you see how the camera like shifted there? And I like this one. If you pay careful attention, you'll notice that all of a sudden the beds make themselves. Huh. That's cool, but the thing is, it's not that scary.
Oh yeah.
It's just not that scary. This almost had me almost. If it started crying, I would call it a decent scare. But we get this. I think it's singing.
Huh.
So, you know, it tried.
Okay.
B for effort. B for effort here.
Full credit to the game. This kind of stuff right here would totally creep me out. Like no.
Like we're just looking at the camera in our own room, and it suddenly changed to like emptiness. That is something.
Like, no lies, no jokes. Like this would creep me out, and so that's like full credit to the game for that. That's really cool.
All right, and then the numbers we got in the bathroom upstairs. You put them in.
This is where we put them in.
And it reveals like there's a cavern back there, and now because we've done this, we can now open that cavern like with our hands because we just weren't aware it was there before.
Of course.
Yeah, you know. But yeah, so we'll end the video with that almost successful spooks.
2 thumbs up.